What's going on, guys? It's Greeny here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, I've got a really important one for you. My meme coin strategy so that you can lock in thousands of dollars of profit every single day. If you like my content, please subscribe down below. YouTube tells me that 23% of you are subscribed. So smash it, guys. Let's get it to 30% before the end of July. As always, the July sale for my group is about to end, which gets you access for 23% off either the lifetime or the month subscription. So if you want to get access to me every single day, join over 300 members who trade consistent profits in the meme coins and the futures and the NFTs, all those types of content, guys. If you want to join that, check it out using the wop.com link in the description below. As always, guys, here's the video. Alrighties, guys, here it is, my ultimate meme coin strategies list. Now, I've written it on the screen so you can pause it at any time to reflect and write them down if that's someone or something that you like to do and that's the type of person that you are. I'd highly suggest keeping a list because it just means you can refer back to it at any point and double check it or tweak it if you think something does work or doesn't work, because at the end of the day, guys, we are trying to always learn from either successful trades or from trades that didn't go as successfully. So that's probably my best educational tip, is to make sure that you are always learning from good trades and bad trades. Anyways, onto the list. So these are meme coin strategies that I have I don't want to say perfected, but it is essentially strategies that I have adopted to consistently lock in a lot of profit and lock in a lot more successful trades, but also cut a lot of trades and preserve my capital. Because at the end of the day, whilst making profit is essential to growing your portfolio, the most underrated part of crypto is actually preserving your capital at the same time. I see a lot of people either round trip their bags or hold a token or a meme coin or an NFT all the way to zero, rather than just cutting a loss and then putting it into a new opportunity or into a stronger play. So essentially, from all the experience over the last 9 years, and obviously from trading meme coins successfully over the past year, I've compiled this list of I think it's about 12 different strategies that I like to use when trading crypto and specifically when trading meme coins. So let's get on with it. But essentially, as it says at the top, guys, always take initials at 2x. So this is a no-brainer for me. It essentially just means that you are free riding a trade. So if you've entered at 100K and it hits 200K, take profits. Take profits, but take initials. That way, if you've entered with 5 SOL, you've already got your 5 SOL back, and then the rest of the trade is free. That way, anything that you take after the trade is profit. So that is a massive strategy that has compounded my wealth over time when trading meme coins. Obviously, this one here, consider taking some profit at 2x as well. So if you are on a more of a degen side and you're more in a conservative sort of person, then potentially take more. Take 60% of the trade out at a 2x, okay? Or take 75%, okay? You can't go poor taking profits, which is actually a point later on. Now, I always scale out profits along the way. Usually I scale out either during a big green pump candle or during consolidation, because generally those are the two best times to avoid high slippage or high fees when trying to exit trades. So that's what I like to do. I like to cut during those specific times, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be cutting when it is showing a lot more weakness. Now, this is a strategy I don't use, but you can use it if you'd like. You can leave 5 to 10% of a moon bag in. However, 95% or higher probably of meme coins do go to zero eventually. This is one I don't actually do. However, I wanted to leave it in here because someone like me, I actually got into whiff at 200K. It obviously went to 4 billion. So I would have made, I don't know, millions probably if I had held that bag or held a moon bag. But at the end of the day, I'm a trader. I'm happy with the progress that I make, with the profits that I take. And there's always going to be another opportunity. And I think that's the biggest opportunity that you have to learn in crypto, is that the next day there's a new trade. So always remember that. This one here is so important, as I said at the top. Always cut weak positions, guys. I use TA for that, so I use bearish and bullish structures, and I'll show you very shortly some of the charts that I like to use, obviously. But I use TA as a high indicator for me to work out where bearish trends start or where bullish trends continue. And obviously, you can take a more fundamental perspective with your trading too. So if you see any FUD about the meme coin, the community is not behaving potentially in the way that you like, potentially the macro breaks down, and that's when meme coins absolutely send and dump. So always consider the macro, guys, too. And obviously, if the meta or the narrative shifts, okay, so say it's a meme coin about a cat that you just got into, but the meta is currently dogs, then potentially maybe cut that weak trade and get into some of those other plays. So always cut weak positions, guys, because preserving your capital is so important and is ultimately probably more important than taking profits. Now, obviously, this one here, it takes a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge and a lot of trades to eventually learn to eliminate your emotions, and obviously don't marry your bag. Too many people that I get in my comments, in my group, obviously people who watch my videos, all those types of things in my DMs, okay? A lot of them are so emotional, and it took me 8 years to become emotionless with my trading, but please try and learn that, because it is such a successful skill. And ultimately, you'll be such a better trader if you can remove your emotions. You'll always miss opportunities, guys. So that's just life, okay? Don't chase them. That is my biggest tip. So if you see big green candles, don't buy that, okay? That's such a bad time to buy. You always leave gains on the table. That's life, okay? Again, like I said before, I bought WIF at 200K. It ran to 4 billion, okay? I would have made a lot, but do I care? No, because I'm happy with the opportunity and the trade that I took at the current time. And obviously, there will always be a new opportunity, guys, like I've said multiple times. As I said at the top, learn from successful and unsuccessful trades. A lot of people don't do this, which is just pointless in my experience. Like, you want to grow as a trader, you want to become better as a trader so that you can execute with more accuracy and execute with confidence, because that's what you want to do at the end of the day. So always reflect, guys. Why did a trade go well? Why didn't a trade go well? What could you have done differently? Should I scale out more profit? Should I not have scaled more profit, etc., etc.? And ultimately, I like to keep a notebook with some strategies and key notes that I've learned along my 8 years of trading cryptocurrency, and obviously in the past year trading meme coins. So always consider doing something like that. Now, this one is really important as well. I use a range of different bots to ultimately trade on Solana, obviously trade on Ethereum or Base, and I've got them all listed here to discuss, but I use bots to stay ahead, okay? It allows me to have confidence, have accuracy when I'm trading across the market. So obviously with Solana, I have Soul Scanner and Rug Check and Bubble Maps. Those three I use to check the security and the safety of a token. BullX also has an inbuilt security system. It's crazy good, so I'd highly recommend checking it out. Again, you can use all these sign up links in the description below. DexScreener is where I chart all my meme coins, guys. The best platform to chart meme coins by far. Ethereum Base, obviously I use Auto Symbot and DexScreener, both have inbuilt securities for those chains. And then BullX, again, has it for Ethereum and Base. So if you are a meme coin trader, sign up using the BullX link in the description below. You get early access and 10% off your fees. Pepe Boost is my sniping and trading bot that I use on Solana. BullX, again, as I just said, I cover all chains. Shuriken is obviously a new one that I've just discussed on my channel, but it is great for bridging tokens really quickly for only 1% fee, which is just crazy. So say you have Solana and you want to be trading on Base, you can actually bridge using Shuriken. Highly recommend checking it out in the description below as well. But it also has sniping and trading inbuilt to it as well. So at the end of the day, it's up to you with a preference. BonkBot, it has amazing resources in it. It also has a trading bot, but I use the BonkBot alerts at the moment, again, to stay ahead of the crowd once new meme coins start to drop. And I use BullX and BonkBot interchangeably to find those new meme coins. And then obviously, if you like to track specific wallets, say you found a really good trader, you can use Solana Ray Wallet Tracker on Telegram as well. Great resource, that one. Ultimately, let's keep moving on, guys, but all meme coins do eventually go to zero. So always remember that, okay? That is a key rule when I'm actively trading these meme coins, whether it takes minutes, even seconds like we've seen on BullX, hours, days, weeks, they all do trend to zero eventually. Always remember that, okay? So a must for me is to always check the safety and security of a token before sniping it or before buying, because if you're not doing that, that's gambling, guys, okay? Always take profits and always cut weak positions. And I think I only hold 3 or 4 currently meme coins for the long term because they are the top memes and they are extremely established, and I think that they do have potential to go way higher. Time of day does matter, guys. So over the period of the last year, like ultimately, as more liquidity, more users, more volume has entered the space, you can consistently trade throughout the day. However, I have found that Aussie mornings, Europe evenings, and the US throughout the day is the best time to find volume and liquidity across the meme coin market. This one, underrated. A lot of people FUD TA, but I guarantee you I've traded probably over 5,000 meme coins successfully because I've used TA. So highly recommend checking out TA. I've got a range of videos on my channel, so check them out, but also read about it, okay? There's plenty of books out there. There's plenty of online tutorials, online resources that you can use. And I do mention all these in my trading group as well, which I'll talk about very shortly. But volume in breakouts is extremely important, guys. Like we're currently seeing, look at this volume here, kick in for Rocky is a prime example, okay, which is taking this meme coin higher. If you don't see volume come in, guys, then ultimately this isn't going to break out really strongly. So always keep an eye on increasing volume on a breakout, because if there isn't increasing volume, then often it does go down back towards the other trend and bearish, okay? But ultimately, I use TA to chart structures for bullish and bearish trends. Again, here's one on Moomoo right now. We've seen this breakout, the retest twice with big daily candles, and we're seeing strength move up. We saw volume come in. Okay, so again, I use TA consistently, and I teach this in my trading group, which pretty much is my next point. Okay, dedicated daily analysis on macro. I give meme coin trades, we give futures trades. There's other callers in there, but there's also 300 other members in there who are looking for opportunities, who are supporting each other every single day. Dedicated educational channels. Okay, so here's some analysis from earlier today, guys. So Billy breakout, caught that. Obviously some updates on those two tokens that I just spoke about. We cut Karma because it's just showing weakness, and you don't want to be holding those sort of tokens going into events. Mog and Ponky continued to show strength, but again, I keep updating and giving analysis all the time in my group across all different streamlines. Like as we have leverage trade chat, we have meme coins, we have pumped off farm, we have runes, etc. Okay, and ultimately we have a big list here, guys, of so many different educational strategies that you can use across the market, whether it's, look at this is trading liquidity, okay, this is trading specific strategies with futures, and ultimately there's meme coin stuff, there's leverage stuff in there. So I'd highly recommend checking it out, guys. You can use the description link, the what.com link, to check out my trading group, but that is the best place to learn, in my opinion. Ultimately, there are different strategies on different blockchains. Solana, sellers get out so quickly because it's so easy and it's so fast and it's so cheap to do so. ETH, there's more bag holders because at the end of the day, they have to pay gas, so they want to probably avoid that quite frequently. Base is obviously a lot slower moving compared to Solana, just purely down to the fact that there's way less volume and obviously way less traders. However, there still can be great returns on these other blockchains. Ton, being a newer, hyped sort of chain right now, it is even slower than Base, but in the same way, you can still run up a portfolio very quickly on Ton and on Base, because there still are opportunities to chase those 100x's every single day. And obviously something like this as well, ETH, there's more money involved, so you'll find probably bigger buys, and obviously those meme coins run up a lot faster than Solana because people have larger bags at the end of the day. Meme coins need strength, guys. So here are a range of different strategies that I use consistently to find whether a meme coin has potential strength. So I search on Twitter. Okay, I use obviously the deck screen over here, and I click that, open it on Twitter, and then you'll be finding if there's a lot of, like, it takes me straight to the Twitter. There's 30,000 people following this. Okay, so that's a big thing. And then obviously, do I have any mutual followers? I got over 145 people. So again, that's another plus. And then there's people talking about it. There's memes being created. And that's what you want, guys. You want to be in the memes that actually have strength socially. Okay. Does it fit the right sentiment? Well, yes. Okay. Does it have the right community? Does it have a community? Well, you want those as well. Does it fit the meta and the narrative? Yeah, it does. Okay. Does it have people pushing it? Yes, if I dive deeper into Telegram or dive deeper onto the Twitter, then there's a lot of people talking about this token and shilling it all the time. And is the holder count increasing? And that's a big one, guys. So you can obviously use holder scan. You can use deck screener down the bottom here. Just there, 45,000 people hold this token. So again, you want to be keeping track of those sorts of stats to make sure that you're getting into meme coins that have strength. So ultimately, guys, that's my list. Okay, as I said at the start, pause it at any time to write it down for yourself or to just reflect on some of those strategies. Let me know in the comments down below, what are some of the meme coin strategies that you have used when you've been trading meme coins consistently over the past year? And obviously, guys, let me know if you have any feedback for the channel. More than happy to always help and shoot any videos that you'd like me to do at the end of the day. Thanks. So there you have it, guys, my ultimate meme coin strategy list. If you like my content, please subscribe down below. YouTube tells me that 23% of you are subscribed. So let's get to 30% before the end of July. As always, guys, check out the trading group sale. This is the last time it's going to be running, so definitely check it out using the whop.com link in the description below. Enter the code July_sale to get a juicy 23% off. As always, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.